friends, so today we are solving this problem, meeting rooms 3. So we are given an integer n, there are n rooms numbered from 0 to n minus 1, and we are given a 2D integer array meetings, where meetings I equal to start I and end I of a meeting. You can visualize like this, that this is a meetings array and where we have like start time and end time of these meetings like this. Okay, so you can observe here, these are the meetings and these are start and end times correspondingly. So we are given a meetings array and then n equal to like whatever value it is. So we have the n rooms starting from 0, 1 up to n minus 1. These would be the room numbers. Okay, so let's read the further question. Each meeting will take place in the unused room with the lowest number. If there are multiple rooms available, then the room ID having the lowest number would be taken first. And number 2 is, if there are no available rooms, then meeting will be delayed until a rooms becomes free. Obviously, if there is no room available, then the meetings which would be finished first, that room would be taken first. Okay, and when a room becomes unused, meetings that have an earlier original start time should be given the room. Okay, so any meetings which has reached first, that should be given the room as soon as it becomes available. So what we have to do is return the number of rooms that held the most meetings. Okay, so we might have multiple rooms. So the room which has accommodated most number of the meetings, that room ID we have to return. And if there are multiple rooms which are returning that same max value, then we have to return the lowest room number as our answer. Okay, so a half closed interval they are given like this, A and this B closing is this way. So that means A is included and B is not included. So that is the way in which these meetings are given to us. So let's check one example, then we will understand better. So what we are doing here is, you can see these are the meetings. So first of all, what we are doing, these meetings we are sorting based upon their start time. Why? Because we need the meetings which reached earlier, right? So that sequence we have to maintain as per given in the question. So first of all, what we will do, we will sort these meeting array based upon the start time. So in this example, this is already sorted, so I have taken this example. Now we have 3 rooms available. Okay, so what would be the approach here? So I have created 2 priority queue. Okay, assigned priority queue and the available rooms priority queue. So what would be there in available rooms initially, because all the rooms are available, right? No meeting is started. So what we will do is we will fulfill these. So this is also a priority queue, min heap, both of them are min heap. So this would be based upon the room ID. So for example, right now we have 0, 1, 2. These 3 rooms are available. So we will be putting them here. Then this is our meetings arrays. But see here, this is assigned PQ, priority queue. So what will happen? It would be having like 3 tuples. One tuple is the start time of any meeting, and second tuple is the end time of any meeting, and third tuple is the room ID in which they are getting assigned. That is why I am calling it assigned PQ. So what will happen? Let's say come to very first meeting. So this is starting at 1 and ending at 20, right? And we will pick the first guy because rooms are available. So whoever is having lowest ID, that would be picked first. So how it would look like? So it would be like starting time 1 and ending time is 20 and the room ID equal to 0, right? It would be looking like this, 1, 20 and 0. Now anyway, we still have the rooms available, so we will remove it. So let me remove it. This is no more available, it is already taken. Now we will come to the second meeting. So this is our second meeting. So we will again take, so we have already meeting rooms available. So this priority queue, assigned priority queue, would be based upon the end time. Okay, at what time the meetings are ending. So smallest ending time would be on the top of it. So we are at the meeting 2. So we will take this room, right? This room is available for us. So we will put this like this. So start time is 2 and end time here is 10. So you'll pick 10 here, and the room ID we are taking is 1. So this is another meeting we have assigned, no problem. Till the time we have the rooms available, we don't have any problem. Okay, now we are coming to here. So this is starting at 3, ending at 5, and we have a room. So let's put this also, and you can check here the ending time is on the minimum time is on top of this priority queue. So 352, no problem, all of them got some room available. Now we'll go to the next meeting. That okay, this is starting at 4, this is supposed to start at 4 and end at 9, but because there is no room available, so we cannot start the meeting. Okay, so we will have one more variable, let's say called cur time, which will keep track that what is the cur time at which the meetings are happening. Okay, so let's say I am calling it cur t. Okay, so you can observe here that this meeting should be start at 4 o'clock, but because there is no available, so when would be the first available? So at 5 o'clock a meeting would be available, right? So in this case, what would be the start time? The start time would be whatever is the maximum, right? Because before maximum we cannot start, so this would be available at 5 only. So whoever is the maximum, let's say this is 4, but the available rooms would be at 5. So in this case the start time of this meeting would be 5, and duration would be same as per given in the question. The duration would be still same. Okay, so same duration, you can see here, same duration should be maintained. So what will happen at the 5 when it would be available, we will be remove it. So whatever is the peak time, so current time would be the maximum of start time of that meeting, maximum of start time, and this end time. So whoever is the maximum value start and end time, that should be our current time of the start next meeting. So 4 and 5, so 5 would be our start time for this meeting, and end time would be, this duration is 5, right? So its end time would be 10 because duration would be still same. So now what will happen once we are removing this, let's say I am removing it, and our cur time would become what? Our cur time would become 5 at that time. Okay, so we got the maximum of the start time of meeting and peak of the priority queue time. So our cur time would be now become 5, and we have removed that meeting, and it came back here, the room number 2 came back here. Now we will assign that what is the cur time here, so it would be start at cur time 5. Okay, so let me put here 5, and what would be the end time? End time would be 10 because it is 5 duration, so it would be 10. And what is the room ID? Room ID, we will take this guy, so we are making out of it, and it would be here. Now we will remove, so again we don't have any room. Now we are coming to this meeting, meeting number last one, meeting number 4, right? So at 6-8, so we don't have any room. So when would be a room available? It would be available at 10, right? So the start time would be for this meeting would be 10. So the time at which this start, the cur time would become 10. So let's put here 10. This is coming from the maximum of start time of this and maximum of peak of this, right? Now observe here one thing, that room number 0 has been used one meeting. Room number 1 is also used one time. Room number 2 is used 2 times, right? It was used at this meeting and for this meeting also, right? Currently. So for 2 times room number 2 has been used, right? Now we are coming at the very final one, this meeting, 6-8 meeting. So we are at here. So there is no room is available, right? So it would be available at 10 o'clock, it would be available. So at that time our cur time would become 10, right? And the duration of this meeting is 2 hours. So we will when we will remove this meeting from the top of it, we will keep on removing the values from this list till the time this cur time would be 10, right? At that time, so we will remove all those meetings which are having lesser than or equal to 10 value. So this also would be finished by that time, this meeting also would be finished by that time, right? So in this case what will happen, whoever is available, we will keep on putting them into the available rooms. So this 1 and 2 room would be available, right? So now we have to assign the meetings for the final meeting, we have to assign the room for it. Okay, so this would be starting at cur 10, right? So we will have the 10 as start time and whatever is the to duration, so 12 would be the end time for it, and the room which is on the top, so that we need to have the smallest one, this would be taken here, right? So finally we are done for all the meetings till here. Now by that time 1 is also used one more time, so this would become now 2. Now in this array, let's say we can have an array for the meeting count of the room. Okay, so we can see here who is the maximum number of time. 2 also came 2 times, and room number 1 also used 2 times. So because we are finding maximum, in case if 2 has the maximum, then smallest one, so the ID number 1 would be our answer. So our answer would be 1. So this is what we have to do in this question. Now I will show you my corresponding code for it. This is like pretty simple straightforward code. So you can see here just the image of whatever we explained here. So I have created, this is available room priority queue. I'm using long because the number could be very huge as per given in the question. So this is the priority queue for the available room, and this is the priority queue for the assignment of the meetings, right? So this has the integer array, you can say long integer array. Okay, why? It would be of 3 size, just same, right? We have the start time, we have the end time of a meeting, we have the room assigned. So these 3 variables we are taking for this priority queue, assign queue, and this is based upon the end time, right? Whoever is having the end time minimum, that would be on the top of it. That was same thing we were doing here, right? So these 2 priority queue we have created. Okay, now we have created also this room meeting count array of size n, so that we can keep track of the count of those rooms like this. This is our meeting room count array, right? So that we will have who came how many times in the meetings. Okay, so once we are done, then what we are doing here is we are putting first of all the available rooms to the priority queue, right? Just we added all of them like 0 1 2 into the priority queue, because initially all the rooms are available, right? So we added first of all of them into it. Then here I am sorting the meetings array based upon the start time, so that they will reach in the sequence. This meeting array which should be sorted based upon the start times, which I have done here. Now see, this is our cur time variable where we were looking for the current time. Now we are traversing through this meetings array. So cur time would be what? Cur time would be maximum of meeting I0 and the cur time, whatever cur time value have. So you can see here that till the time that there is no available room, when the available room priority queue is empty, at that time what we do is we have to update this cur time. This cur time would be maximum of whatever is the current time and the peak of the priority queue, right? We were taking whoever is finishing first. That meetings would be our new cur time, right? That is why we are taking that max value. So we are updating this cur time. Now see here, while our priority queue is not null, so whoever is finishing by this cur time, we are popping out all those meetings, because those would be finished, right? So till the time we will pop out all of them, and whatever available room being available out of these meetings, when we are popping out, we are putting back all those rooms into the available priority queue. Okay, now what we are doing here, we are popping out the values from the priority queue, right? Till the time this is greater than the cur time is greater than the end time of all those meetings. So see here, after that we would be choosing this out of available room, we are picking the top whoever is top room available for the next meeting, right? This is what we are doing. So we have picked the room ID from the available rooms priority queue, and we are increasing the room count, because as soon as we are assigning a room, its count would be increased. So root meeting count of that room ID we are increasing by 1, just we did here, right? We increased whenever a room was involved in a meeting. So we are doing that here. Now what we are doing, we are putting this into the priority queue. So you can see here, this is the cur time, and cur time plus whatever was the duration of the meeting, because duration was not changing, even their start time was changing. Just like this guy, its start time was 4, but because of the previous meeting it started at 5 and ended at 10, so duration was still 5, right? So that thing we are doing here, and this is the room ID, the third thing, and we are putting this into our priority queue, right? So in this way what will happen, every time we are picking a room, then we are increasing their count by 1. So finally what will happen, we are coming out of that while loop and we are at here, right? So in this room meeting count, we are taking that which room was used maximum number of time, right? So we are taking that max value and we are taking the room ID of that room. So finally we would have this index is having the room ID of that room, and we are returning this. So let me execute this code. Yeah, so let me submit it. It is showing error. It already submitted, so I'm directly submitting it. Yes, so guys, we are using here two priority queue. So you know that priority queue takes n log l time complexity, and we are also using the extra space in the form of priority queue. So here we are taking n log n as our time complexity. So I am putting this code, if you want, in the comment section. Those who need this code, they can copy it from the comment section. And thank you for watching this video, and if you guys have any concern, please make a comment over there. Thank you.